From the moment Hurricane Helene hit the mountains of North Carolina, emergency responders started heading that way. But not everyone is now mounting up and heading west. One local man is sending in help without ever leaving his home. Stuart Pittman explains.
From his spare bedroom in Mooresville, ham radio operator Dan Gittro is reaching out to victims of Hurricane Helene.
Hendersonville, it was exit 53, has fuel. I woke up Saturday morning about 7 o'clock and I came upstairs and I turned the radio on. So I just threw my call sign out and said, does anybody need anything? And it was an immediate response, and it was a backlog of dozens of people trying to call out.
Since then, Gittro has been planted in front of his console, getting information to folks stranded in the wreckage left by Helene.
What we do is just talk amongst ourselves. We use high frequency, we use VHF and UHF frequencies, and even beyond that. The road washed away at the 3-mile marker to Asheville. The eastbound lane fell into the gorge. And what that allows us to do is reach those really remote areas in North Carolina, having a repeater at over 6,000 feet.
That repeater on Mount Mitchell projects Gittro's voice to every crevice of the disaster zone. But why use such an old form of communication in a world brimming with new technology?
Well, the key difference is technology fails. And we have seen that in this situation. From pretty much Marion west, there is no technology. There's no cell phone, there's no text messaging, there's no internet.
Gittro says for all the public messages that he's conveyed, it's the personal ones that mean the most to him.
We started calling family members all over the country for these folks and saying, hey, we just talked to your loved one on ham radio, and he wanted or she wanted you to know that they are alive and okay. It's a humbling feeling to be able to help somebody that you've never met, you've never seen, you have no idea who they are. All you want to do is offer help to them to let their loved ones know that they're okay, they're alive.
It's a mission this volunteer responder says he was born for. And as long as the need is out there, call sign K2DMG will be at his post, helping perfect strangers put their lives back together. In Mooresville, Stuart Pittman, Queen City News.
Good morning. This is Dan, K2DMG. I am located this morning in the Iredell County EOC in Statesville, North Carolina. Yesterday, myself and a few other hams started an emergency welfare net for those affected in the hardest hit areas of North Carolina, Southern Virginia, Eastern Tennessee, and Northern South Carolina. We had no idea at the time that the net would take off the way it did, and hearing how well it went, we were asked to come to the EOC in Iredell County to continue this for the next few days. So for the next few days, we will have this net operational. We do not have exact times for every day, but we will be here over the next few days to continue helping people that need welfare checks and to pass any emergency traffic. We have a briefing at 10 a.m. this morning from Buncombe County that we will be monitoring and passing any information along for that. We will also be working with Oxcom here in Iredell County for any briefings from the state. So at this time, my name is Dan once again, and my call, K2DMG. If anybody has any emergency traffic and or welfare traffic that needs to be passed, please call now.
Net Control, Alpha Echo 4, Echo Papa.
Alpha Echo 4, go ahead.
I got a contact back from somebody I did a welfare check on, or a welfare check for a couple of days ago. I got a contact from K8NEE, that's Kilo 8 November Echo Echo. His name is Dennis Durano, and he had me do a welfare check with Deanna, and she just contacted me back this morning asking for a follow-up. So if anybody can get a hold of Kilo 8 November Echo Echo and get some updated information, that would be great.
And do we have the address for Dennis?
All I've got is his call sign.
All right, we'll look it up in QRZ. I'm at the EOC, and they have been able to give me a computer to use. So I'll look that up right now along with my counterparts here, and we will take a look at that for you. Thank you, sir.
Okay, I'll be monitoring, so if you get word back, I will send Deanna a text message back. Also, I am in the Swannanoa Grovemont area. If anybody needs to contact anyone here, we have a group setting up a meeting at 11 to noon where we're going to cook some food before it goes completely bad.
If you're in Swannanoa, I do have a welfare check that you could help out on if that's possible.
Well, give me just a minute. It depends on where it's at in Swannanoa. I'm in Grovemont, and damage is pretty bad out here.
Okay, QSL, it's 48 Poplar Hill Road, 48 Poplar Hill.
48 Poplar Hill Road.
That's affirmative.
Contact.
Go ahead, contact.
Good morning, Net Control. I have a welfare check coming in for y'all.
Okay, there's two stations there, but I heard the one gentleman asking for a welfare check. Let's go with him. Go ahead, sir. K2DMG, start with your call.
Thank you, sir. My call is KO4 ICI Kilo Oscar 4 India Charlie India. My name is Steve, and I'm in Rock Hill, and I'm looking for an Art Collins, and he lives at 117 East Laurel Lane in Etowah. And if we can find any contact, I have a gentleman that's trying to reach him, and his name's Daniel, and he can be reached by phone at 704-691-5128.
All right, QSL, give me the town name again. It was East Laurel Lane, but what was the town?
Etowah, ETOWAH.
Copy that. Anybody in the Etowah area specifically 117 East Laurel Lane, come now.
K1JU, I will be back in that area in a couple hours if no one else is able to. I'll check in back when I'm heading home and can swing by that if no one else is able to get to it before me.
Okay, thank you. You're the only one that popped up, so we got it circled. Go ahead with your call sign, and I'll put your name on.
That's a good copy. I'm heading north right now to check in on my parents up in the north of Waynesville area. But when I head home, that's a short jaunt for me, so I can head over there and check on that.
Okay, QSL, go ahead with your call sign.
Yeah, that's Kilo 1 Juliet Uniform K1JU.
All right, current time now is 09:14, and I will put you on that later today. I'll just mark it as later this afternoon that you'll be out there.
Good copy, QSL.
Thank you very much, sir. Anybody else? Go ahead, KTDG. All right, there were a couple of you there trying to spread it out. I couldn't make out any of it.
Kilo Oscar 4 Alpha Kilo Uniform. Are you able to copy this unit?
I got you. KO4AKU, go.
This is Kilo Oscar 4 Alpha Kilo Uniform. I am working against County Emergency Management. We're testing this frequency to see if we can make access to this repeater from the emergency management location. Now copy.
Yeah, we got full copy on you. You got a little static on you, but we got you. Can you tell me what EM office you're at? I did not copy that. KO4AKU, tell me what office you're at. What EM office are you at?
Yancey County Emergency Management. Yancey County Emergency Management. KO4AKU.
All right, I'm going to mark that down. Why don't we start there? Thank you for reminding me of that this morning. So we have KO4AKU, and you are at Yancey County EM. Thank you. I'm going to do a general call real fast. I'm sorry to break in on everybody, but this is going to be important information for us to have as the day progresses. Is there any other OXCOM or EM that is currently set up on this frequency that we can contact if needed? This is K2DMG Net Control asking any EM or OXCOM set up throughout the state monitoring this frequency that we can call if needed. Come now.
Net Control, this is KO48KU. I'm going to be leaving this frequency. Not available, but we're just ensuring that we can get through this frequency.
That's fine. Do you have any other frequency that you're going to be using that, if needed, we can contact you on, either VHF, UHF, or HF?
HF 7.234. HF 7.234. But again, it's not being constantly monitored. Our Viper system is spotting, so we are resorting to some ham radio stuff, and we're in the process of trying to figure out what is working. How copy?
Okay, copy that. Are you guys on your mutual aid frequency on Viper, or are you guys on regular county channels?
At the moment, we're using every resource that we have available to us.
Okay, QSL, thank you. All right, any other county in the area, the affected area, that is currently on this frequency? Okay, nothing heard. We'll continue. Anybody else? Go ahead.
Net Control.
Station calling Net Control, go.
This is KO4PHH, Corey here. I've got a couple area condition requests, and two in Weaverville and a few in Burnsville, if you have anybody in Burnsville today.
I know we're going to have Burnsville up today. I already have quite a few set up for Weaverville. Go ahead with yours, and they may be some of the ones I already have, but we'll check. Go ahead.
Okay, the two in Weaverville, one is 112 Waterleaf Drive. Want to check on a Mrs. Christine Taylor. The other Weaverville one is 2 High Meadow Cove. I repeat, 2 High Meadow Cove. They're wanting to check on a Morris and Linda Baumgartner.
Repeat the second address. We had a visitor stop in, and I got distracted for a second. My apologies. Go ahead with the second address.
No problem at all. The second address is 2 High Meadow Cove. I repeat, 2 High Meadow Cove in Weaverville. They're wanting to check on a Morris and Linda Baumgartner. Haven't been able to get a hold of them.
Copy that. Thank you, sir. We have it. Anybody in the Weaverville area?
K1JU going up there right now. Let me get my co-pilot to get a notepad so we can write down those addresses. Stand by one.
All right, that'd be great. We have a couple in Weaverville. I don't expect you to do them all, sir, but anything you could do to help us out in that area, we do have. I think we're currently sitting at about 4 or 5 now from that area.
Good copy. Go ahead and start with the first one.
It's going to be 112 Waterleaf Drive. Repeating, 112 Waterleaf Drive. Going to be looking for a Taylor subject. Taylor.
Yeah, I've got 112 Waterleaf Drive. Subject name is Taylor. Go ahead and send the second one ready.
Let's see if we can get through here. We're getting some cross channel. 2 High Meadow Cove. 2 High Meadow Cove. Going to be looking for a Morris subject. Morris.
Let me confirm that is 2, the number 2, high, as in the opposite of low, Meadow Cove. Subject name Morris.
That's a good copy. Ready for the next one when you're ready.
Go ahead and send it.
6 Denver Drive. 6 Denver Drive, Weaverville. 6 Denver Drive. I do not have a name. I'm sorry. No name. Looking just to see if the people at that address are okay. QSL?
Yeah, I've got 6 Denver, as in the city in Colorado, Drive, with no name for the occupant.
That is correct. Next one, 37 Union Chapel Road. Repeating, 37 Union Chapel Road. QSL?
37 Union Chapel Road.
And we're going to be looking for Christopher Adams. Christopher Adams.
That's a good copy. Go ahead and send the next one.
I want to revert back to 6 Denver Drive. I just got the name. The name is Martin Goodman and Marie Goodman. Martin and Marie Goodman. How copy?
I've got Martin and Marie Goodman at 6 Denver Drive.
Net control.
Go ahead for net control.
This is Kilo Oscar 4 Sierra Charlie Sierra with an update from a request from Whiskey 4 Lima Mike Yankee. Hope Kidwell has been found safe. All is good, so you can take that one off your list.
Yeah, I believe that one came in earlier this morning, so thank you very much. I'll have to go back and look for that particular one, but thank you. That is good news to hear.
Roger, roger. KO4 SCS clear.
Yep, there it is right there. W4LMY, are you on frequency? W4LMY, are you on frequency? K2DMG.
Whiskey 4 Lima Mike Yankee is my husband, so he's sitting right here. Thank you, sir.
Okie doke. Awesome. Thank you, and I appreciate it. We have another request for Courtney Wood. Courtney Wood at 650 Barrett Lane. 650 Barrett Lane in Asheville. This is going to be at the UMass Given Group Home. Apparently there's no water there. She is missing at this time, and we have contact information if anybody knows where Courtney Wood is. Stand by, I'm getting more information. Okay, so all right, this is turned into something a little different. This is the UMass Givens Group Home located at 650 Barrett's Lane. They have 5 residents there with 2 workers, and they are looking for any sort of supplies, specifically water and it looks like food. Medication's also running low, but we can't provide that. The area is accessible, but nobody has shown up. So if anybody by chance has extra water or food, if they can maybe just bring whatever you guys can spare to 650 Barrett Lane in Asheville at the UMass Given Group Home. And thank you for that if anybody does take care of that.
Net control.
Go ahead for net control. Go ahead for net control.
KN4GKE in Waynesville. Give us them again the details on the welfare check on Chestnut Hill Road.
I gotta find my note on. Oh, there it is right there. 137 Chestnut Hill Cove. 137 Chestnut Hill Cove. We're looking for a Judy and a Jason. How copy?
Yeah, good copy. I'm here now. There's a gentleman who says everything is here, so. Hold on a second. Yeah, I have a local gentleman who's going to take me to that scene. Hold on a second.
Go ahead, that other station. My apologies. Go ahead.
KN4GKE Waynesville. A local has taken me through the GCH. I'm looking at the gentleman right now. He seems fine. There was a female name. Was it Judy we were looking for? And he'd like to know who's inquiring.
KN4OLU. KN4OLU. If I'm not mistaken, this was a request off of the ham radio HF net on 40 meters. Somebody on the 40-meter net was making sure that everybody was okay, both Judy and Jason.
I guess he acknowledges that. Anyway, everything is QRU here.
Fantastic. Thank you so very much for your information, and I will get that passed to KN4OLU. K2DMG calling KN4OLU. KN4OLU. Your request has been fulfilled. Both Judy and Jason are perfectly fine.
Okay, thank you. I think he was asking who was wanting to know. It was their daughter, Katie, who lives in Los Angeles, California.